Kia ora guys, gals and me pals, I'm IRLS, and today you're watching the Wholesome Report, your monthly dose of hope for humanity. Now, this is a new news show, I'm very excited about it, I'll give you the full lowdown on it later, but for now, suffice to say, this is a safe space where you can be sure you're not going to encounter anything that might make you feel sad or self-conscious. You have my word that you can just let your guard down and be... Oh, Jesus Christ. That just happened. That happened right now. I suppose that's the first good news of the month. I'll respond to him once I'm finished recording. As I was saying, you have my word that you can just let your guard down and be happy for the next 10, 15 minutes, or however long this video is. This show is going to be divided up into 3 segments. World news, Alice's news, for those of you that care about what I've been up to, and a secret special 3rd segment, which I'll reveal later. Without further ado, breaking news from around the world. Missing toddler who walked 7 miles alone through Arizona wilderness led to safety by rancher's dog. The rancher traced the boy's steps and discovered that Buford, an Anatolian Pyrenees who normally patrols his land and wards off coyotes, had escorted the 2-year-old for at least a mile. That is f***ing adorable, honestly. That is so cute. So basically, the boy got lost and spent the night alone in the remote Arizona wilderness, which is terrifying because you might run into Arizona people. And basically, Buford, the Anatolian Pyrenees, took him under his wing and made sure he didn't get attacked. That is so wholesome. His dog tags, by the way. Harvard tuition is now free for families earning under $200,000? Holy shit. Whoa, maybe I should go and study. I feel like I'm completely uneducated, by the way. I feel like an educated Alice would probably be more dangerous. Starting in fall of 2025, Harvard College will offer a completely free education, including housing, for students whose families earn $100,000 or less annually. Now this gives me hope for humanity. Education is the key to a succeeding society. You want as many people to be educated as possible. It gives us a greater outlook for the future. In recent years, it's really gotten me personally down quite a lot, knowing that even going to the University of Auckland would set me back like $40,000. Like, it was never really an option for me. So I'm delighted that Harvard, which is like, you know, the best of the best over in America, is doing this for the people. How many people's f***ing dreams have just become attainable? The move builds on more than 20 years of expanding Harvard's financial aid. In 2004, Harvard launched the Harvard Financial Aid Initiative, covering the full cost of tuition, housing, and food for families earning $40,000 or less. Since then, the income threshold has been raised 4 times, from $60,000 in 2006 to $85,000 in 2023. That is just amazing. Big ups to Harvard. Here's a special one for all of you. Nearly 100-year-old tortoise becomes first-time mom to 4 baby hatchlings. Mommy, the Philadelphia Zoo's oldest resident, is finally living up to her name. 100 years old. So they're Galapagos tortoises. I think they're an endangered species, aren't they? Let me just search that up. Galapagos giant tortoise. Yes. So that is an endangered species. A pair of 100-year-old tortoises welcoming 4 baby hatchlings at the Philadelphia Zoo. It's never too late to start a family. Look at that, that is a satisfied face. Oh shoot, look at this dog. No wonder he got with mommy. Look at him, slick back. He's all stylish and coolest tortoise in school. 3 teens invented a salt-powered refrigerator that doesn't need electricity. They're building 200 of them for hospitals to use. So this is out in rural India, I believe, where sometimes in hospitals, etc., getting functioning electricity and stuff like that is a bit more difficult. So this group of kids have made an amazing discovery and have built an electricity-less fridge, for which you can store things like blood and vaccines and all sorts of stuff in. This right here is saving people's lives. I might pronounce these names wrong. Dhruv Chaudhary, Mithran Ladania, and Mridul Jain live in Indore, India, and all have parents working in the medical field. The boys decided to find a salty refrigeration technique after hearing how challenging it was to bring COVID-19 vaccines to rural areas without electricity. Their invention, which they call the Thermovolt, won them the 2025 Earth Prize on Saturday. The award comes with $12,500, which they plan to use to build 200 of their refrigerators and send them to 120 hospitals for testing. They hope their refrigerator can help transport vaccines, other medicines and supplies, and even transplant organs. That's just amazing. Lux Pascal is a proud sister. Pedro's taught me there's no reason to hide who I am. The youngest sister of Pedro Pascal said she is incredibly proud watching her brother's Hollywood domination. People have been asking me, is he as kind as we think he is? And I'm like, yes. Now, for those of you that aren't in the know, Pedro Pascal is quite known for being an absolute based G. Dude is a top tier celebrity. He is openly pro-trans rights. He is super accepting. Lux Pascal, I think, I can't even tell you for sure, but I'm pretty sure Lux Pascal is his trans feminine sister, and he's very openly supported her. And he's also very openly gone out to bat for trans people, and you know, it's just great to see. I'll put up a couple excerpts here. Good to know we have some big people on our side. And for our last world news article, I've put this up here because I just think it's unbelievable. Valerie the Dachshund is found safe and well after 529 days on the run on a South Australian island. Surviving in the Australian wilderness for 10 hours is impressive. 529 days. There are like spiders, there are koalas, there are dingoes, there are kangaroos, there are Australians, all sorts of things on Australian territory will kill you, can and will kill you. It's just amazing that this dog has survived for so long. After 529 days on the run, Australia's favourite fugitive has been caught at last. Valerie the miniature I don't know how to pronounce it, Dachshund, who went missing on Kangaroo Island way back in 2023, has been rescued by conservationists. And now there are, of course, a lot more positive things about the world that I would love to share with you, but we have a limited amount of time today, so it's time to move on to the second segment, Alice's news. For those of you that care. You know, honestly, I hope this video helps people because recording it legitimately has just made me happy. So, as most of you know, I haven't been making content in April, so I've been dedicating myself to a few other hobbies. One of the main things I've been doing is I joined a Dungeons and Dragons campaign with like 4 other people and a DM. It has been so much fun. Now, I don't really want to tell you too much about it because it's, you know, that's an in-group thing, but I can tell you about my character anyway. I got a lot of comments on this video because people liked it when I just sort of ranted about D&D for a couple of minutes. So I'll quickly tell you about my character, who is awesome, by the way. I love her. Now, she's really original. She is, of course, a human fighter, which is about as unoriginal as it comes, but the fact is that human fighters are so common and so basic that they've actually come around full circle and now they're quite rare again because no one plays a human fighter. And mine is especially interesting because she is... We started at level 4, alright? My character, formidable, a very dangerous warrior. Or at least she was 45 years ago. That's right, I am playing an elderly battle master fighter in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. That is the character I've decided to make. Her name is Edith, and her main traits are that A, she's old, and B, she is full of love. She is the mother of the group. She goes around, she checks on everyone, she's got the protection feat from being a fighter, so basically her whole thing is she just hovers around the other party members and shields them when they get attacked. She's so awesome. I love playing her. And she's also, this has unironically been helping my acting. I'm not saying I'm good at acting yet. I'm saying it's helping, it hasn't helped. But like, I'm trying to do 2 things with her in roleplay. One is I'm trying to sound like an old lady, and 2, she's got sort of like a British accent going on. So like, oh, I don't know if I'm brave enough to share it on camera, but she's basically like, come on everybody, we're going to go and bake some sweet treats, you know? She's like, she owns a bakery, by the way, and she has 8 grandchildren. She's full of love and it's adorable. Everyone loves her. It's so heartwarming. The entire group has become so attached to my character, to the point where if I ever die, they're going to have grandma issues. Another thing I did in April, Chloe hosted a bunny suit party, which was ridiculously fun. All of the attendants were wearing bunny suits and it was just a hoot. Chloe and I also played pool, which she is infuriatingly good at. She beat me at pool. She also beat me at mini golf, which is our word of the day, by the way. One day I will beat Chloe at something. And lastly, I have been spending quite a lot of time playing guitar in April. So I played guitar for about 3 years, starting in like the end of, or like the middle of 2019 or something, and then when I started my YouTube channel, I just didn't play guitar for like 2.5 years. No time. But now that I'm full-time YouTube, I've had a bit of time to pick it up again, and I'm having so much fun, and I've played so much guitar all throughout April. Now, I don't want to gush too much about that. We're always short on time here. So I'm just gonna throw in a quick clip of me playing my favorite riff I've been learning this month. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bit messy, but I think I'm getting pretty good at it, you know? Now, before we get into our last segment of the day, I wanted to quickly talk to you about what this show actually is. See, in this video here, I asked for your suggestions, I asked for any feedback you have, I've taken that all on board, and later this week I'm gonna put out a little channel update video for you, just telling you about all of the changes I've decided to make. This is one of them. I got a lot of comments saying that it was really nice to see IRLs, which is literally just me as I live in the world. I also got a lot of comments saying that it'd be nice to see the occasional video that wasn't so ridiculously high energy as all of my other ones. And I think it could be a good thing for my channel to have a little bit of consistency as well, maybe a reoccurring series. And so basically I compiled all of those and I was like, what would be a good reoccurring series that people would want to watch, that would give them a little bit of comfort, and I would knock out 3 or 4 birds with one stone. See a little bit of IRLs, a little bit of a chill video, a little bit of comfort, and a little bit of consistency. And this was my main idea. Now, I am calling this a new series at the moment. I want to do this once a month, but that all hinges on you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, share it with your friends. At this stage, there's no guarantee that you'll get an episode 2. Sorry, that really just depends on how well this video is gonna do. So if this video gets 40,000 views, I'll think about making another one for May. But basically the idea is I'm going to use one of the 4 uploads I make a month just to experiment with things and try and find a reoccurring series that's going to keep people interested. This is the first iteration, so let me know what you think. As you can see, I've really broken the bank with the set design. But you know, if this becomes a reoccurring series, I can put together an actual set for it, like a newsreel type thing. At the moment, I'm just sat up in our renovations with, this is literally this is just a plank of wood on top of 2 sawhorses, by the way. I'm doing my best, okay? It's raining outside, by the way. It's very pretty, but I can't show you that, because if I show you that angle, it will dox me. But with that out the way, it's time for our last segment of the day. And unfortunately, this week it looks a little bit empty. I'm calling this segment Little Wins. I think it's great to talk about all the positive, wholesome news happening all around the world and all the positive, wholesome news that's happening in my life, but sometimes it's good to look at the smaller picture. The big picture leaves a lot of things out. So for this segment, I wanted to ask all of you to send in your little wins. Maybe you've hit 1 year on hormone therapy. Maybe you got approved for a home loan. Maybe your kid got straight A's in school. Whatever it is, I want to hear it. You can send your little wins into the hashtag little wins channel on my Discord server, link is in the description below. Now, of course, I can only cover a few of them at a time, so I'm just gonna be randomly drawing them out of a hat, out of the channel each month. Please don't be too upset if your little win doesn't make it into the video, but I will do my best. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. Remember that this is a fledgling series, and whether or not I make an episode 2 is entirely dependent on how this video does. So if you wanna see more of this, if this brought you a little bit of joy at the start of May / the end of April, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. And lastly, I've been IRLS, and thank you for watching the Wholesome Report.